Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is Pink Girly, and I had a custom order to make a journal, and it was requested by one of my subscribers who does attend my live streams. And so this journal is for Anela Adele. Many of you that are watching the video know Angela. So this is going to her, and I love making journals. And making a journal and listing it in my Etsy shop. And if somebody likes it and purchases it, that's like so great. But it's really an honor to make a custom one for someone. I hate to say no. I do get a little anxious about it because if you create your own thing and then put it up for sale, that's one thing. But trying to create something that another individual that and maybe don't know real well, uh, if they're going to like it, because we all think about things differently. When I think about an oyster cracker, I think about what my dad used to buy, and it's a little hard, round cracker. But I've told this story before. When I was planning an event, the caterer, she told me she knew what I meant, but when the event came, it was not a big deal. But the oyster crackers she got were the octagon, little flat, like saltine octagon. So people have different ideas. And so I just so want to please, um, the customer. So this is what I've created. I'm very pleased with the finished product, and I'm just hoping that Angela will love it. So she gave me a few instructions, but then gave me carte blanche. So she said she likes lace and fabric and antique things, antique vintage women in beautiful outfits, old buildings. She wanted a hardcover, approximately a 9 by 6. And so I tried to adhere to those few instructions. And this is what I ended up with. So I did use a hardcover and then use some older fabrics and appliques and laces to cover it. Now, the picture on the front is a digital that I purchased, but then I printed that on fabric. And I found that vintage looking, I'll say, little applique, which I think is just really precious. And then some old linen on the spine. And then I created a little tassel, a little dangly, kept it fairly simple, just some pearls and mostly lace and shindy carpet fabric, which I love. And I just put a little tiny clear piece of ribbon here. So if she wants to take this off for whatever reason, she can reclip it. But, I didn't want a big hole there in the back of the spine. And then I just added some other old trim and lace to the cover. So the basic idea is a kind of Amity Bloom style. I know I've been talking about her a lot lately. And then I put 2 closures here. This again is shindy carpet. Now I left these really long, so Angela could, if she wants, she could trim these. If she doesn't care for them, actually, she could cut them off completely. So she's got that option. Same with the tassel. I left that really long. She could, have at it and trim it. She mostly, I think, wants to do maybe some art, maybe some mixed media art in here. But I left her plenty of space to do that and to also journal. So on the inside cover, we have here just some paper that I've been stitched around a little doily, and then made a double pocket here where she can store some things. Fabric, and then this little sheer pocket in the front. I used some 1897 vintage ledger paper that I had. And then she's got several little cards tucked in throughout the journal. And of course, this little applique. These are one of my favorites. I have several of those. It was a big table cover, and I cut those apart. And I used a twa kind of fabric behind the signatures. This is an Angie yo-yo. I thought Angela might enjoy that. And then just some of the digitals that I purchased, put those in. This is typically an Amity Bloom style where she's got her page and then she adds lace photos. This is some washi tape and some of the Amity Bloom digitals to decorate her page. And then she leaves herself plenty of room to add little journaling spaces or other photos to document her days or her vacations or whatever. Do a little stenciling here, there, and throughout just a little bit. Hope my tissue paper doesn't collapse on me here. Usually I will do a walkthrough on a piece of lace, but I didn't want to take away from the journal. So this is a tag. Again, I left this very long. She can trim that if she likes, and then she could use the bits throughout. So just added some lines here where she can journal on the card, little applique. And of course she can add to all this stuff, right? I love this image. This is another digital. Just put on a little Timmy card. And the back of that is blank. So there's an old building. Angela mentioned she likes old buildings and architecture. I love this little image. This was a napkin, little piece of a applique. And then I just love this. This is a pillowcase I purchased, and I made a pocket. So I added some goodies in there for her to check out. Some more architecture, and then some older images of postcards from the UK. That was a digital kit, so I printed those off for her. And then just a few little tuck-ins here and there. Amity Bloom has a digital that you can purchase where it looks like a Polaroid. Now, I didn't do them, you can see on white paper. I did them on the cream, which I feel went a little better with the journal. So these two gals were part of a digital kit. I just think they're stunning. And I just glued down the tip of this envelope so I could use those as a tuck spot. And then, whoops, one of my favorite napkins here, Paris. So I've got some more goodies tucked in here. She's got plenty of room here to do some art or journaling. I think that's a Timmy picture. This is another digital. She's a little sweetheart. Look at her. And she's sweetie. And some more of that ledger paper. 1897. This I forgot to tuck back in. This is some old lace. I'm a little out of frame here. So add that to the edge of the page. This is a digital. Another digital. This tag I covered with some of that ledger paper, and I thought Angela might have fun adding some additional things to that or kind of making it her own. So I left that just plain for her to create. That's the hard part of making a custom because I tend to want to just keep going, adding more and adding more. And I have to stop myself and think it's not your journal. So, do your thing, but then be done. Get out of there and let the owner fuss around and add to the pages. This is a vintage hanky down here. More of that old lace. That kind of was almost falling apart. The Louvre definitely has a little bit of a French kick to it. Some of the things that I used. Another little tag in here that she can use and also add to. Still got threads all over. Another little envelope. I'm not sure if I did. I put some extras in here from the digital kits that I use. Some handsome young men. And I don't think they're all men. Oh, these are a lot of men. And then some of the girls. So she can take these apart, and use them on the tags or add them to some of her pages or use them in another project. So just got that clipped under there. This is a belly band. And then I got a few little things in here in that pocket. Did some stitching on some of the pages. Another blank journal and a piece of the ledger paper. These are just like from some of the digitals. You'll get little stripes. It almost resembles washi tape, but it's just paper. And I thought that might come in handy for her to either work on some of the tags or add some to her pages. This is a Lackawanna and Western Railroad Company, I guess a receipt from 1879. This is just some pattern paper from a craft book. So I did the same thing here. I have a big tag that she can fuss with and decorate that the way she'd like. And then I used one of my favorite Timmy stencils here. Little cluster. Another piece, couple pieces of lace and trim. This is washi tape. That got a little wrinkly, but I think it adds to the charm. I did glue that down. I should probably relook at that. Did a little bit of stamping. And then we have a little pocket here with some other really cute images. Like I said, plenty of room to journal or to art. I love this corner of, this was a little doily, little vintage doily. And then I purchased, I forget whose sale it was, but it was a set of hankies. And they were all folded and pinned in the box. So that's an old-timey hanky. And I didn't, of course, launder it. You can see some stains. Now, it doesn't fit in this pocket real great, but I thought maybe Angela would take that out and, do something with it in her book. So she's got that available to her. Like she could iron it and put it here or trim it, put it on the edge of a page. Just gives her some options. Some other add-ins. And then we're coming down the home stretch here. Pocket in the back, a bigger pocket here with another partial tag. Did some fussing with that, and she could add some things there, maybe some lace that she might have in her stash. I have some pink pink cheesecloth that I want to add in this back pocket. Here we have a little vintage looking note card, a couple little pieces of ephemera, another piece of old lace. I was going to tuck this in. So, of course, it's got, maybe I should flatten that. It's got alligator mouth, which I don't really mind. And she could take some of this stuff out if she wanted to and flatten it out a little bit. But by the time she starts doing some art in here, so that's why I put the ties on. And then that's it. 3 signatures. That's what she requested. And there you have it. So like I said, I'm pleased with how it turned out. I hope she loves it. I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. You'll have to leave me a message and let me know. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you on one of my live streams. I stream live Tuesday evenings at 8:30 Central. Thursday mornings generally at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then Sunday at noon, also Eastern. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. Until next time. Bye bye.